Hey, it's Stephen Williams, founder and president of the creditrepairshop.com. And in this video, I want to talk about uh, creating good for your life. I want to talk about the mindset because when I read comments from people, I can tell like what state of mind that they're in. I can tell that if they have where their belief level in themselves, like where is it at? I can see where they feel that someone uh, is like their savior of something. And what I look at myself as, and what I've learned over the years is that what I am is uh, I'm like a flashlight for you. Like I'm not the person that's like a leader of you. I'm not a savior, your savior. I'm what I am is I'm a person that awakens you to the power that you have on the inside. And when you get that control of yourself, when you start to understand that your life that you have, what you have around you, the things that you have, the the material things, the uh, your your body, your uh, circumstances, everything is what you've pictured for yourself as what you deserve. You know, obviously there's some things that are out of our control, but I'm saying that the majority of the things that we experience in life is what we've asked for in some fact, some sort of way, either by imagination or either by what was put into us by other people. And that's why you have to be very, very careful. Uh, I listen to Reverend Ike, and you should, you know, watch his videos. They're here on YouTube. And while I was working out the other day, I always listen to him because and I listen to him over and over and over again. And if you listen to Reverend Ike, he talks about certain things where he say, I don't say things to try to come up with new things to make it sound better. What I do is I say the same thing over again, and I want you to hear it a different way the next time that I say it. And he said, and when I was listening to one of the audios, he had said when he was talking about uh, God talking to Adam and Eve, and he said, "Who?" He said, "God said to them, 'Who told you that you were naked?'" And then he said, "Who told you you were poor? Who told you you were this? Who told you you were that? Who told you?" And when I heard that, what it did, like I've heard, listen to that one, that tape probably 20, 30 times, but for some reason that day I had stopped right in the middle of my workout. I think I was on the treadmill, and I said to myself, deep, like I said, like deep thought, who told you? And then I started filling in the blanks. And so I'm going to ask you, for all of the things that you are not satisfied in your life, who told you blank? If you are working at a job that you don't like, who told you blank? If you are in a relationship that you don't like, who told you blank? If you have bad credit and you don't think that anything can be done, who told you blank? If you are in debt and you don't feel like you're able to work your way out of that debt, who told you blank? Like, Who are you getting your information from? Because we have a habit of, when we don't understand something, we do we take in internalize things from other people, and some of the times we don't even evaluate, like, what does that person really know? Like, let me give you an example. In my family, in my family, I have I'm talking about my own extended family. I am probably, I don't want to say, because you never know, there's other family members. When we go to family reunions, there's like people that I didn't even know was in my family. One group was the Folgers on my mother's side. The Overton group is the people who, like, the heirs of the Folgers coffee fortune. Like, I'm talking about the coffee Folgers. I'm gonna take a sip right now. Folgers coffee. Went to a family reunion, and it's like this group of people over here, and yeah, they were white people. Some of them were mixed, but the majority was white, and it was like, this is one branch of my uh, uh, what do you call it? One branch of my family lineage lineage, and they are the heirs of the Folgers coffee, and we're but we're over here. We didn't get any of that money. So to get back to what I was going to say is that, um, I'm probably one of the most successful people in my family, of the group that I grew up around. Uh, and they don't come to me. I think only two people, my younger brother and my one of my cousins, are the only ones that ever come to me for business advice. And my other relatives try to give me business advice, but they all work at places, truck drivers, uh, Walmart. Some of them work very good jobs for banks and law firms and different places, but they work for people. And but they try to tell me how to run my business. And so what I see a lot of people doing, even with credit, is like they take credit advice from people with bad credit. They take credit advice from people who have bad credit. And so when Reverend Ike said, "Who told you?" And when when you think about it, someone could tell you something, but let me tell you the reason why you will believe them. Let me tell you why. It really sometimes has nothing to do with that individual. And I'm even speaking from when I tell you advice and you take it and say, "Oh, Steve gave good advice." Let me tell you the reason why you accept good and bad advice. It's because it was built in you from when you were a little kid. It was put in you from when you were a little kid. When I look back and what the things that I did that was different, that started changing my path of belief. There was something that I did when I was 14, 15 years old. I had heard a hypnotist that was a business hypnotist, and he was like, he was like, you have subconscious beliefs that you got to get out of you, or you're going to fail. And I didn't really understand it fully, but I was like, what do I got to do? And he said, listen to this tape every night when you go to sleep. Listen to this tape. And that tape was like, you can do this, you can do that. Uh, it was like running a record. in my mind. And one of the things that one of the first uh, I would say things that happened to me that proved that doing subconscious work and not thinking that someone is going to change you, that you have to change yourself from the inside, and then you take that instruction from that individual and you will see change happen. Because I can give you, or anyone can give you the answers to your problems, but if you don't accept them and you're not ready, those groups of solutions just won't work for you, but they'll work for other people. That's why you find where someone that is in your same situation as you, two people, and they are successful with repairing their credit, and you run into all types of problems because you're not ready yet. You're not ready to be a person that has good credit. You're just not at that point yet. One of the first tests that I passed, I call it a test now that and this was something when I was 15 years old. I'm 52 years old now. But this, when I think back, one of the first tests that I passed after I had listened to that tape over and over that proved that that was right was at the age of 15, I joined as an independent distributor for Herbalife. And everybody, my cousins and people in family, are like, you're going to spend your money and join this company and do what? You weigh 130 pounds. At that time, I weighed 130 pounds. They were like, you don't even need to lose weight, and you're selling weight loss products. And but what I did is because of that tape that I had listened to over and over and over again, I for some reason I didn't even listen to them. I just did what I thought I needed to do. And you know, at the age of 15, I was making $2,500 a month as an herbal life distributor. I got to be with some of the heads of Herbalife, Larry Hughes, Tish Roisin, uh, forget some of the other people's names, but I'm 15 years old and I'm sitting here with people that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars per month in network marketing, learning from them. Obviously, I didn't stay in Herbalife. I ended up leaving. You know, I was not mature with handling money at that time, but I was of the understanding that you can do and be what you want. And and the crazy thing about it is when I started making money with that business, you know that a lot of my family members made fun of me. So I'm 15 years old, making 2,500 bucks a month, still in school, and people were making fun of me. And that's where you start to see the building blocks that I think a lot of people run into. Because I'm pretty sure that there's some things you tried in your life, and people in your family, people that are so close to you, when a person that is close to you talks to you, your wall comes down because you think we're family. So that wall comes down and you internalize what they're saying. You may not even know it, but you're internalizing. And what is happening is that there's blocks that are being built. There's blocks. I could say that there's a wall being built inside of you, and that wall is a wall of inferiority in some way. Everyone has that wall built inside of them. Even very successful people will tell you that to get to the next level of success, they had to break down another wall from inside of themselves, a wall of disbelief. Every successful person goes through that. And what I see and what I learned about myself and what I believe that you could be experiencing if there's anything that you're trying to accomplish, is that wall of of disbelief has been built, sealed, and concreted so tight that as soon as you try to do something, what happens is that your mind twists and starts to make you think of things that will not allow it to happen. Like you start to rationalize why it can't work for you. And you seek it out. You seek out things to prove why it can't work. Like if, uh, let me relate it to credit. The results don't come in 30 days. And so now you want to quit. And you say the results had to come in 30 days, but you forget that COVID is going on right now, and that just you accept that you can have COVID restrictions, but you don't accept that anyone else can have COVID restrictions, and you uh, you put you think that you're just putting like you're trying to force someone else's hand, but what it is your inside is coming out to say, quit, quit, don't do it. Don't follow through. See, I told you you didn't get results in 30 days. See, I told you. That's your inside, that wall saying, you don't crush through it. It's too strong. Stay where you're at. You're comfortable with having bad credit. At least you know what this feels like. You don't know what it feels like to break through that wall. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt if you try to crush through that wall. Because if you keep allowing more time, you're going to be even more disappointed. That's that internal. That's an internal. And that wall is built, and that wall can be thick. That wall can be scary. So let me read to you once again. I've read this before. Once you have played, this is out of the Laws of Success. This is page 1019. And this is the universal law of cosmic habit force. And what this is about is that when you want something done for you in your life, and I'm going to share with you a secret. This works for everything. This works if you're trying to build a business. This works if you're trying to allow uh, your credit to be repaired and you're having someone else do it for you. Uh, all you have to do is just know that the company is good. That's all you have to know is that the company is good, and then you have to do this. Once you have placed yourself under the influence of proper associates, that means people that know what they're talking about, you must adopt some definite plan by which to attain the object of the influence and proceed to put that plan into action. So you want to repair your credit, you're under the influence of proper associates, and a plan is placed into action. The plan may be a composite plan created by the joint efforts of all the members of the mastermind group. Let me read that again. The plan may be a composite plan created by the joint efforts of all the members of the mastermind group. You as the top of the mastermind is your goal is to have good credit to fix the problem. The plan of the group is to get you to have good credit. Now, this is where most people fall off. If one plan proves to be unsound or inadequate, it must be revised or replaced by others until the plan is found that will work. Listen to that again. I'm going to read it again. If one plan proves to be unsound or inadequate, it must be revised or replaced by others, by others, by others, until a plan is found that will work. Did you hear that? By others, by others. When you don't know what you don't know, don't let what you don't know stop you from allowing others to rework the plan so you can get to where you want to be at. I'll read it one more time. If one plan proves to be unsound or inadequate, it must be revised or replaced by others until a plan is found that will work. But there must be no change in the purpose of the alliance. The purpose of the alliance is to get you to where you want to be with your credit. Then you must remove yourself from the range of influence of every person in every circumstance that has even a slight tendency to cause you to feel inferior or incapable of obtaining the object of your purpose. That means friends, family that tell you can't do it, that tell you it ain't gonna work, people, things, statements from other people that whose situation is totally different from you, to allow them to put stuff into your mind. This is where you work on yourself. While you're getting your credit worked on, you work on yourself. There's a video that I made. It said the name of that video was Credit Repair Works If You Are Willing to Work on Yourself. Positive egos do not grow in negative environments. If people are feeding you negativity, friends, family, people that you see on YouTube, comments, whatever, if they're feeding you negative information and you are internalizing it, you will not be able to grow on the inside. Positive egos do not grow in negative environments. On this point, there can be no excuse for a compromise, and failure to observe it will prove fatal to your chances of success. If you do not observe that you cannot put yourself into any negative situation, you cannot be around negative people, and that goes for friends, family, whoever. You cannot be around those people or you will not succeed. That means that even if the plan that is put forth for you to succeed, if you go around negative people, you will bring negativity into the plan and it will not work for you, but that same plan will work for someone else. The line must be so clearly drawn between you and those who exercise any form of negative influence over you that you close the door tight against every such person, no matter what previous ties, friendship, obligation, or relationship may have existed between you. That means that, again, friends, family, associates. I cannot tell you how many people in my family, how many friends, associates that I do not bring myself around because they are negative people. Negative people will make you negative, and misery loves company. I don't love misery. That's why I get rid of negative people. I get rid of negative customers also. Uh, Okay, a strong, vital ego cannot be developed by dwelling on thoughts of past unpleasant experiences. This is where we talk about just because something happened to you in the past does not mean that it has to happen to you in the future. Just because credit repair didn't work for you in the past doesn't mean it can't work for you in the future. As one of the things that happens with my company a lot is that we have people that come back to us from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago that tried working on their credit with us, and they just were not at the point to allow themselves the time to work out their situation. I'm not talking about people that got their credit repaired and came back to us. That happens a lot, that they mess it up again. I'm talking about people that came to us, they quit before they could get the results they wanted, and they came back to us because they came to the understanding that to get to where they want to be, they're going to have to follow the system and the path that we have with our company. And again, you can go watch our video, What Makes Us Different. If you can follow that path, there's no way that we can fail with repairing your credit. So I'm going to end the video here. If you have any uh, questions or comments, please post them here. Uh, Something that I'm going to start making videos on is about making money, because even if you get your credit repaired, even you get your debt lowered, one of the issues that I see with a lot of people is that either they're not doing what they want to do for their job. They want to start their own business. They want to do something different. They feel like, is this all there is for my life? And one way to be able to allow you to get to the point that you want to get to is have some type of avenue to get you to financial freedom. And financial freedom comes from when you're doing exactly what you want to do for yourself in your life. With credit repair, with my businesses that I'm doing, I want to do those businesses. I want to be part of them. There's lots of investments that come my way that I don't even entertain because I want to be doing what I want to do, not just because it's some type of opportunity. So I'm going to start talking about wealth building. I think that it's time to start making videos on that for the channel so we can start helping you move forward in that side of your life also. So I want to thank you for your time. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel. Please get notifications of the new videos that we have coming out. And if you need help with your credit, please visit thecreditrepairshop.com. If you need your credit reports and scores, please visit the website your3scores.com. And I would like to thank you and thank you. And until next time, this is Stephen Williams, founder and president of thecreditrepairshop.com.